Yeah.
What do I
Welcome everybody to Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. My name is Greg.
I'm talking about lettuce.
Okay, yeah. Normally you say your last name. So
You know what? This time I thought I'd mix it up.
Well, fine, Greg. My name is Craig Benzine. Notice how I held out the last bit of my last name?
Yeah. You held out the E sound in benzine.
Yeah, even though that was an I. Actually, that's where the I is in my last name.
But it's an E sound, though.
That's true.
Yeah. Gosh, this is already really good.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you mix it up, you are left with what I like to call GE, which doesn't stand for General Electric. It stands for genuine excitement.
Yeah.
Which I believe is the name of this episode. Genuine excitement.
Genuine excitement.
Yeah.
So, Greg, I want you to know that I am genuinely excited to do this episode with you.
Me too. I always look forward to it because I get to hang out with my buddy.
Yeah, who's that?
My computer here. I call it my buddy because like any question I want answered, it answers it for me.
Yeah.
It's my buddy.
Can you give an example of a question you've asked it recently?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
How many of my ex-girlfriends have herpes?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You asked what on the computer did you ask?
You just type that in, and then it gives the answer 6.
Oh.
Yeah. Six of my ex-girlfriends have herpes.
You didn't have to say who you were? You didn't say...
No. Listen, computer knows everything. You know why? Because he's my buddy.
Hey, listen, Greg,
Yes,
before we started this, you said you didn't have anything planned for this episode.
I don't have anything planned for this episode.
Oh my gosh, and my computer is beeping. Stop it.
Why is it beeping? What's happening?
It's giving me a reminder about stuff that I have to do later.
Oh, tell us, what stuff do you have to do? This is going to be the exciting tell us about stuff part of the show.
Okay, so after this, I'll probably do a little video editing. The computer didn't remind me of this. I know this. But
that's exciting.
I'm working on a video about how I stay motivated to work out.
Let me guess what the video's about. It's a wedding video that you shot for a friend of a friend, and you're editing together the wedding ceremony and the vows and stuff.
No, I did just tell you what it was about.
Let me guess. It's about forks and knives and what the difference is between the two. A lot of people probably wonder, what is the difference between forks and knives?
I think it's very obvious what the difference between forks and knives are.
A lot of people don't know. Don't know.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know.
Yes, Greg, that's what it's about. So
I'm so excited to see that video because honestly, I'm not really sure what the difference is between the two.
Actually, you should make that video. What's the difference between forks and knives? I like that.
What's the difference between forks and knives?
You should spend a week on that video. You should go into the research.
Yeah.
And anyway, later, and then at 1 p.m., I have a meeting. This is what the calendar was letting me know. I have several reminders because I missed a meeting with this person once before.
Yeah.
So I had to make sure that I remember. It's my accountant. I have a meeting with my accountant.
Well, don't leave us hanging. Why did you miss the initial meeting with your accountant? This is so exciting. Isn't this exciting, everybody? We get to find out the reason. Okay, go ahead. Tell us the reason.
Because I forgot.
Oh, man. I would have never guessed that. I would have guessed because you had, I don't know, like knee surgery or something. They had like surgery in your knee. Probably had your kneecaps switched from one side to the other.
No, I've never switched my kneecaps. I've never had knee surgery of any kind.
You should try it sometime because then
why would one switch is it like rotating your tires?
Yeah, it's just refreshing. It's just like,
it's just refreshing.
This feels new and refreshing.
Like drinking like a club soda. It's just with lime.
Do you know I have had Wait a minute. Did you say drinking a club soda with lime?
Yeah.
Craig, come on, man, don't go there.
Why? What?
I'll talk to you about it later. Anyway, have you did you know that when you have a knee replacement surgery, they keep the old kneecap. They replace the knee, but they put the kneecap back in. You keep your own kneecap. You don't get a new kneecap.
Oh, really?
I thought I was going to get like a metal kneecap or something. Nope.
Oh, but you have metal. You have a metal knee.
I have a metal knee and my old regular kneecap.
Just a ratty old kneecap.
I know. I thought I was going to get a brand new one, brand shiny new kneecap. Nope. They just give you put your old kneecap back in.
Well, when do you need to replace your kneecaps?
At age 97.
Oh, 97.
Yeah, 97. Wow. Everybody replaces their kneecaps.
Oh my God, that sounds terrible. I'm going to just live to 96 then.
Yeah. You don't really want to deal with that. By the way, this episode is sponsored by Kellogg's Frosted Dandruff Flakes. Don't.
Okay. So it's a company that makes dandruff flakes, but they're really trying to make sure people know to not try them.
No,
is that
their whole slogan is just don't. Yeah, which honestly I think is the perfect slogan for Kellogg's dandruff flakes.
Yeah, I think they're like, what have we done? Oh no, it's already out at the market. Let's let everyone know not to.
We made a horrible mistake. And you know what? A recall just costs too much money. You gotta you gotta call up all the stores and you just gotta say, can you mail those back to us? Can you put and then they have to find a big padded envelope to put all the boxes of cereal in.
So instead they have our podcast let people know.
It was a lot cheaper. It was a lot cheap. It got $11. It was a lot cheaper just to
$11?
Yeah, $11.97. It's a lot cheaper.
We are YouTube partners now, and I've checked how much money we've made so far.
Please tell everyone.
As of 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So it might be more now, but it was 97 cents.
97 cents, but 97 seems to be the number of this podcast. That's the age where you get your kneecap swapped.
Yeah,
it's how much we've made on YouTube, and it's $11.97 is what we just got. But 97 is the number.
Mm-hmm. I guess so, guys. 97 is the number of the month.
That's
97.
Great. Let me ask you something, Craig. Should I be recording this? Maybe I should record this. We're doing some pretty good stuff.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God, I snotted a little bit
because
I laughed.
For a second, I thought maybe you were actually realizing you weren't recording and you were making a joke about it. You're telling me in a light fashion that you forgot.
I bet one of these days it'll actually happen. We'll be like we are now, 7.5 minutes into it.
Yeah,
and then I'll be like, oh, maybe I should actually record this.
Yeah. I'm still not 100% sure if we're recording or not right now.
I'd like to remind everybody that this episode is sponsored by Kellogg's Spicy Dandruff.
Oh,
chunks.
It's spicy. Is this a different
Spicy
ad?
Dandruff Chunks is a different. It's a different product.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, it's out to market. People are probably mad about that. We should apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So listen, Greg, I asked AI what we should talk about.
Oh, great. Good. I love suggestions from AI.
What should I talk about for my podcast?
Yep.
I said.
Yep.
And they
said,
let me
guess. Can I guess? I guess
okay.
I'm guessing it said lettuce things. Lettuce related things.
It didn't say anything about lettuce.
What?
Actually.
What the hell does AI know?
Well, it does have a health and wellness. It has 10 options, basically.
Okay,
it gave
great.
me 10 options.
Let's hear them. Let's hear them in reverse order.
Well, no, we're going to talk about each one. So,
great.
Personal development and self-improvement. Share tips, techniques, and stories related to personal growth, productivity, motivation, and overcoming challenges.
Wow. Absolutely. Go.
Well, I am quitting my smartphone for a year, so...
No, wait a minute. You tried to do that, and then you kind of went back to your smartphone, didn't you?
Yeah, I say I'm quitting my smartphone, but it's really become just I've dumbed down my smartphone.
Yeah,
for a year. For the first month, I did actually have a dumb phone, and it was awful.
You didn't like
the phone itself. The phone itself was awful, not the lack of a smartphone. The phone I was using was kind of terrible.
You didn't like the dumb phone that you used.
Yeah, the texting was it was like slow response button. Like when you push the letters, it's like there was a little bit of a delay. It was like
slow response button was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, I have to be careful whatever word I use. I have to be careful.
No, I'm just telling you that actually was my nickname in high school, and I am not joking. Seriously, I would walk down the hallway and people would be like, "Here comes old slow response button." Yeah. And I'd be like, stop it, guys, stop it.
But you would take your time before you responded.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, I would. I would. Yeah. I would respond very slowly. That's just how I am.
Here comes slow response button.
Oh, come on, guys, stop it.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Greg. But no, now my smartphone, I use it for maps. I use it for my workout app. I use it for texting and calls and stuff. But
and for just looking on the internet and social media and stuff like that.
No.
Yeah, you just probably use it for all that stuff. Yeah.
No, I don't use it for that, actually.
Instagram and TikTok and all that.
No. Yeah. None of that is on there. That's the whole point.
That's great.
I'm not using that. And I'm not using it in bed.
So let me guess. Maybe use it in bed a little bit.
That's exactly the opposite of what I just said.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, you use it for the in bed and stuff. Okay, got it. For just to look at social media apps.
No, you're taking the words I'm saying right now. And
I'm taking the words
opposite.
you're saying, and I'm saying the same exact things. Okay.
No.
Got it. Okay. No. All right. I got you. I got you.
Chick you got.
Yeah.
Here.
Okay.
Yeah. I also just did acupressure for a month.
Ooh, how'd that go? How'd that go?
Acupressure mat.
So, now listen. Do you actually go to someone for acupressure?
No.
Or you lay it on a mat?
I got right here. I'm going to show you for this podcast. This visual element.
This is for all the people who are just listening.
Yeah.
Boy, that looks painful.
It is. It is painful. And in the first 7 days, I didn't enjoy it at all. And then I started to enjoy it a little bit.
Now, why did you enjoy it after 7 days? Did your body just go like, all right?
Yes, that's exactly what it was. My body said to me, listen, Craig, fine, go ahead. The sound came out of my kneecap, actually, around that area.
So
when it was talking to me, my kneecap was talking to me, is what I'm saying.
So first of all, I don't understand why I don't understand the concept of acquired tastes, for one thing, when it comes to food. And I feel like this mat that you got is the equivalent of an acquired taste.
You don't understand acquired tastes?
No, I don't. Why acquired? If you don't like something the first time, why are you going to have it 17 more times until finally you're like, I kind of like it, I guess. I mean, what's the point of that? Can't you just enjoy your life and you eat something the first time and you like it? You're like, oh, I like this. I'm going to eat more of this thing.
Yeah, I suppose. But there are so many things I like that let me think about that. Things that I like that I didn't like at first. I didn't like oysters.
Me, right? Me, you didn't like me at first. Yeah.
Yep.
You're like,
oysters.
Greg
I didn't like
Benson.
Oysters really the first time I tried them. I love oysters now.
Hey, listen, you say oysters and I say ersters.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the thing about that song, Let's Call Off the Whole Fucking Thing. I don't know if you ever listened to that song. It's a famous song called Let's Call Off the Whole Fucking Thing.
We've been through this before. Yeah.
Well, that's a famous song. And I don't really understand. I've never met anyone in my life who says ersters. So I feel like that part of the song is just wrong. No one says ersters.
I feel like this is something the world needs to know. I'm glad you brought this up.
You say oysters and no one in the world says ersters. That's what it should say.
Yeah. Let's stop singing this song.
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Let's stop singing this song would be a great name for a song.
Actually,
you do me a favor?
The whole concept of the song is, when are we going to stop singing this song?
Do me a favor. You know how to play the guitar, and I know you're pretty good at the guitar, and you also write songs. So
it's pronounced guitar.
Okay, whichever,
right?
whichever you prefer.
Yeah.
But next time, before the next episode, please write a song called "Let's Stop Singing This Song."
Okay, I promise you that I am having this conversation with you right now about that.
Great.
And I would love to do that if I remember. Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to remind you every day.
Please, actually do
Let's
it.
Stop singing.
I might actually do it.
I'm going to write it down then so I remember
You're
it.
writing it down, yeah.
Let's stop singing this song. I have the messiest handwriting ever. I should be a doctor.
I just really like the idea of the song right at the outset is just why did we start doing this song? What is happening?
Let me ask you something. Are there any other requirements to be a doctor besides having messy handwriting? Because if that's the only requirement, then I'm basically a doctor.
No, there's lots of requirements.
Really?
Lots of.
How else are you supposed to write? I don't understand. You're supposed to write messy and what else?
It's not all just about how you write, being a doctor.
It's not? I mean,
it's not.
That's what doctors do. They write prescriptions and stuff.
Yeah, they write prescriptions, but they also figure out what type of prescription they would need to
boom, internet.
Right.
Yeah. WebMD.
Okay.
What are your symptoms? Oh, you're coughing. You're bleeding from the mouth. Oh,
well,
looks like you have a terrible
article?
stomach ulcer. I'm going to write you a stomach ulcer medication prescription.
Okay.
See, look at that. Boom, doctor.
So the symptoms, they figure out the symptoms just by the person telling them, and that's it.
The person goes like, I'm bleeding from the eyeballs, and you're like, oh, you have bloody eyeball syndrome.
Okay.
BES.
They don't even look at the eyeballs to see.
No,
if they're bleeding?
you just let the person. You just do the whole thing over the phone. You're like, all right, I'm going to write you a prescription.
All right. So I had strep throat recently. I went to the doctor, and they looked in my nose and in my mouth.
Yeah.
And she could tell by looking at it that this was a bacterial infection.
Well, that's ridiculous. All you have to do is tell me, hey, look, I have strep throat. I have a bacterial infection. And I'm like, boom, strep throat pills.
Okay, but I didn't know that I had
next time you need to do your research.
Oh, what research? What would I
look on WebMD, find out what's wrong with you. Listen, this is advice for everyone.
Okay.
Look on WebMD, find out what's wrong with you, then find a home remedy that you look it up and you'd be like,
how would WebMD know that I had a bacterial infection?
Because you just tell it, dear WebMD, I have a bacterial infection.
Then how did I know I had
because WebMD it tells you. Look, listen, I'm trying to make
circular reasoning.
I'm trying to tell you the easy way to treat yourself. You'd save money on No one would have to go to doctors.
Okay, right.
Oh, wait a minute, but then I'd be out of a job because I'm a doctor. I forgot I'm a doctor.
No, you're not a doctor.
I am.
You just have bad handwriting.
I am. Hang on a second. No, wait a minute.
Okay.
Hang on. I'm going to write something down here. Just a second.
Okay.
Just wait a minute.
What are you writing?
Hang on. No, you'll see.
Okay, I am waiting. Yes. What else am I going to do?
I'm going to use a Sharpie so you'll be able to see it on camera.
Okay. Okay, what are you writing? Are you writing I am a doctor? You're probably writing I am a doctor.
No. All I did was I wrote my name.
Dr. Benson.
Yeah, what does that say right there?
Well, it's abbreviation, DR.
Yeah.
It could be an abbreviation to remind you to drive Benson, someone named Benson.
Oh, shoot. You've just reminded me. I do need to drive Benson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Benson, like from the character from the show? Have you ever seen Benson?
Benson, yeah. Robert Guillaume. He needs a ride to the airport tomorrow.
Yeah.
And
Greg,
thank you for reminding me.
Remember the thing we do? Have you ever seen Benson?
I'd like to read a comment that we got from our Patreon listener, Jeremy Borg, who left one of the greatest comments that we've ever had. This is kind of like a review. I would like to thank Jeremy Borg, first of all, for being one of our Patreon peeps, who, as we all know, are the best peeps, because they pay $3 a month to support us. So thank you, Patreon peeps, for your $3.
Yep. How to be the best person? You pay us money.
Absolutely. That's all you have to do. It only costs $3 to be a good person.
Yeah.
All right. Jeremy Borg commented, I know there's a ton, and ton he spelled Tonne. So I think he must be British.
Yeah.
Or something.
Probably. So you have to you have to read it in a British accent.
Oh, you're right. Hello, governor.
There it is.
I know there's a ton of other podcasts out there with much larger production teams and crew and actual sponsors, but damn it, I can't find anything else I'd like listening to. This is my third round of listening to all the episodes. Keep up the good work, folks. And then he put
he's not going to listen anymore.
Then he put in a colon and a close parentheses.
That's a smiley face. That's an emoji. That's a smiley face.
To me, it looks like there's a colon and a closed parentheses.
What do you think that means then? What do you think that signifies?
I think it means like, oh, but there's more, and here's the rest of it, close parentheses.
Oh,
colon means there's more, right?
Well, yeah, or like the following. Yeah. Here's a list of things.
Here's a list of things. Number 1, close parentheses.
Okay.
Yeah.
But why do you think he wanted to make a list that just consisted of a closed parenthesis?
Sometimes you just want to share punctuation with people that you admire. And Jeremy obviously admires us because he has listened to all of our podcasts 3 times. I haven't even done that. I haven't even listened twice.
Wow. I don't think I've ever listened to an episode twice. Maybe one or two.
I haven't even listened to all of our episodes. Do you know why? I said this stuff already.
Yeah, I haven't listened to all of our episodes either. I lived them.
We need to catch up. I bet there's some really funny stuff there.
Can you give me some examples of punctuation you've given to people that you like?
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'd be like, "Oh my God, I'm so glad to see you." Here's an exclamation point.
Do you like? Is it made of wood? Like, where's this exclamation point?
Oh, come on, man! Is it made of wood? What kind of question is that?
That's a perfectly appropriate
what kind of question is that?
Perfectly appropriate.
Of course, it's made of wood, Craig.
Okay,
it's an exclamation point.
Okay. Do you carry around punctuation like that, or
a little bit? Yeah, every once in a while. I got pockets full of it. I wear what are these shorts that carry cargo called?
Cargo shorts.
Right.
Yeah.
I wear cargo shorts so that I can carry around extra punctuation in the side pockets.
Does the punctuation ever puncture your shorts?
Craig, what kind of a question of that?
That?
Yeah.
What kind you sound like? What kind of a question of that? What kind of question of that?
Oh my God. Okay, now it's time for the Patreon-only bonus section starting now.
This portion of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce has been edited out for your listening inconvenience. If you wish to hear the complete, unedited version with the bonus talking, be sure to visit patreon.com/Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. And now, back to the edited, not as good version of the podcast.
That's the end of the Patreon-only bonus section.
I knew you were going to do that.
Thank you so much, patrons. I hope you enjoyed that very special. I mean, honestly, there was another shout-out during that section. I'm not going to say who it was for, but I just want to shout out one more time to Jeremy Borg. Thank you, patron Jeremy Borg.
So you just said who it was for. It was for Jeremy Borg.
Oh, yeah, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'd also like to shout out to Mark W. Gray, who commented recently that when you come in town, he would like to hang out with us. So thank you, Mark W. Gray, for your comment, and I'm sorry that we are busy that day.
Which day? He didn't say which day.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Very busy that day.
Apparently,
it would have been great. Listen, I would have loved to have seen you. Craig did not want to. And no, I'm not gonna point fingers.
That's not true.
I'm not pointing any fingers, but I'm just saying Craig is not not available that day.
I enjoy hanging out with you, Mark, and let's do it while I'm there.
Yes,
one of the days.
We're gonna do it.
It doesn't have to just be one of the days.
It's every day. We're gonna hang out with Mark all day, every day.
Every day.
As long as if he stops massaging us, then it's over. Like we will hang out with you, Mark, until you stop massaging us.
I figured that was implied. Yeah.
You know what I actually didn't imply. I just told him straight out. We will hang out with him as long as chips and salsa are involved. And I don't know how they're going to be involved.
Okay.
But I feel probably we'll go to a Mexican restaurant, eat some chips and salsa.
That's my favorite way to have chips and salsa involved. I do not. Yeah, in an eating a dinner scenario. Yeah.
I think we should meet Mark W. Gray at Casa Vega, because Casa Vega has the best chips and salsa in town.
All right. Is that where you took me?
No, I haven't been there in years.
Oh, well, why didn't you go? Well, why don't you go there?
Well, I don't live near it now. It's in a different part of the valley, but it's worth the drive, but just for the chips and salsa.
Okay.
In fact, the chips and salsa are so good, you don't even have to order anything. Sit down at a table, get the chips and salsa. The waiter comes over. You guys ready to order? Oh, we're going to need a few more minutes. Meanwhile, can we have more chips and salsa and water? Because it's free. And then you just keep eating the chips and salsa. You drink the water, and you're like, have a nice day.
Just really having trouble deciding what to eat.
Yeah.
More chips and salsa, please.
Okay. Yes, sir. And then you're like, okay, I'm full now. Bye.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, oh, fiddly sticks. This happens every time.
They did it again.
Yeah.
Curses, Greg Benson.
Yeah, I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Wait, what were they trying to get away with?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to everything. Listen,
I think you were just reminded of a Scooby-Doo episode. And
for the people who are watching this, I'm going to put on my number one dad, top number one dad award that I got.
I feel like I'm a good dad.
Well, obviously you're not the top number one dad. I was just awarded this. My son awarded this to me. In fact, here's the proof. Love, Charlie.
Oh, wow.
See, my son awarded this to me, told me I am the top number one dad.
It'd be weird if he would have given it to a different dad. It'd be a little weird.
He said that there were some other dads weren't available.
Oh.
And it was a scheduling thing. So
they weren't available to be his dad?
They weren't available to be his dad. So, and I was like, yeah, I know. That's why I am.
Yeah, well, that's why, because no one else was available.
Let me ask you something. Does your kid ever say to you, hey, you're the best dad ever? Does your kid ever say that?
No, actually.
Really? She doesn't?
No.
Oh, shit. My dad, my kid says that to me all the time.
Wow.
That's why I got this.
My kid just thinks, you're my only dad. So you're the only dad that I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what you might want to do? You might want to think about getting a better kid.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'll look in. I'll talk.
Get one that's more effusive.
Yeah.
Get an effusive child.
You know what? I don't need the praise, Greg.
You don't?
No, I don't. I know that I'm a great dad.
You know what, Craig? I just want to tell you something.
Yeah.
You're a great dad.
Oh, thanks. To you?
No. To your child.
Okay.
What's his name? Steven?
No. How would you know? You don't even know my child, so how would you know I'm a great dad?
I have met your child, and he was super nice.
Yeah, it's a girl.
Okay, I don't like to put labels on people, but it's fine.
Well, I mean, so far she seems to identify as a girl. So
okay, good, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hey, listen. Whatever makes her happy.
He did air quotes for those just listening.
No, I'm sorry. What I meant to do is whatever makes her happy.
Oh, so he did air quotes on the word happy. So I'm not sure what he's getting at here.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's just my way of saying you're a good dad. You may not be top number one dad like I got right here.
Okay. I'm a
little
jealous. I am feeling a little jealous.
Can people hear this? I'm tapping on the thing that says top number one dad right now.
Yeah. I feel like that's not important. That they know that you're tapping on that.
He also gave me this.
I love dad because he is funny. Ha ha.
Yeah, and that's him.
What did that say?
That's Charlie saying ha ha, and that's me saying what do.
What do? Yeah.
What do? Sometimes to make your kid laugh, all you have to say is, "Hey, what do?"
I'm gonna try that, and then she might laugh actually.
And he goes ha 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 ha. Yeah.
What do?
Charlie made me some stuff.
Yeah.
He's a
what?
Nice kid.
You know what? The best comedy for my daughter right now is just to say nonsense. If you make up words in front of her, it's the best.
And she laughs and laughs and laughs.
Yeah, or like say the reverse of something.
Oh man, I should try that sometime. Saying the reverse of something.
Yeah, you did that earlier in this episode.
I should try that. That sounds good.
Okay, yeah, you did that. You're doing it now. You're saying the reverse of what you said.
Okay.
Yeah. You're acting as if you didn't say that. You're doing the reverse. Anyway, number 2 on the list of things we should talk about.
Good.
True crime and mysteries. Explore unsolved cases, infamous crimes, or delve into the minds of criminals and criminal psychology.
Okay, all right. Okay, do you remember there was a murderer named Charles Manson? Do you remember him?
Yes.
And I have always wondered who did the Charles Manson murders. You know what I mean? Because those are unsolved murders that Charles Manson committed, and I just want to know who did them. You know what I mean?
Well, it's Charles Manson. Although, did he actually? Is there any evidence that he actually did the murders himself?
I mean, I wonder if he or the people working with him did them.
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
It's Charles. There's no mystery there, Greg. He's already arrested. He's already in jail, or is he alive? He's dead now.
No,
right?
he died. Yeah. Rest in peace, Charles Manson.
No. We don't say that.
We don't say that. I thought that when someone dies, you show them respect by saying rest in peace.
I just don't feel like he deserves much respect.
You don't think so?
No.
Let me tell you something. That guy was crazy. I bet if I was friends with him like back in the 60s, 70s, I'd hang out with him and I'd be like, Manson, you so crazy.
No, you probably shouldn't. You shouldn't. I'm glad you didn't have the opportunity to hang out with.
I would probably say that. I'm like, you are nuts. You are crazy, man.
Yeah, and then you do what he told you to do?
No. I would. Then after that, I'd probably avoid him.
Okay, good idea.
I don't mean to say anything to offend anybody, but I think Charles Manson was a bad person.
Ooh, you're really going out on a limb there, Greg.
I feel like we've talked about this before on another episode.
Yeah, you've mentioned Charles Manson before.
Well,
you have your go-tos. You have your things you bring up.
There's no reason to bring him up.
Yeah, but you do.
He was bad. He was bad.
Yeah, and you just brought him up.
Did
you see that movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Yeah, I sure did.
Cool.
It was good.
Anyway, next topic of conversation: technology and innovation. Discuss the latest trends, gadgets, and advancements in the tech industry, or explore the impact of technology on society and everyday life. Have you heard about the Apple Vision Pro, Greg?
You know, I was going to mention this. It's what $3,500 for something that you put on and you wear, and you're like, oh, okay, I see. This is kind of cool. And then you put it down and you never wear it again, and you're like, man, I sure do miss that $3,500.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that the experience that people will have?
I feel like they will. I feel like it's just one of those things they'll be like, well, I bought this. What am I going to do with this?
I think the people who buy it, hopefully the $3,500 would be not missed anyway. People who have a lot of money.
We had an Oculus Rift one time because we did a video in 360 for Oculus, and then it ended up never being released. And we put on that Oculus once and went, oh, okay, so you can look around, you can see some stuff. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, I have an Oculus, and I don't use it.
Yeah. So
I did use it for a little while. It has some fun games.
Okay.
But,
I'm going to go ahead and cut to the chase, and I'm going to pretend that I spent $3,500 on an Apple virtual reality headset and then stopped using it. And now it's as if the experience is exactly the same.
Oh, wow. You did it.
Yeah.
You did it.
I'm done.
You found a hack. You found a life hack.
Yeah.
Now.
Except, guys, if you're going to do this at home, my recommendation is to go to the bank, withdraw $3,500 plus tax if you have tax in your state, and then go and light it on fire.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just don't do that.
Yeah. Or don't. That might even be a better idea.
Take that money and invest it in what?
Vests.
Put your money into a vest. And
I would like to, if vests went public, I'd be like, you know what? I feel like vests are going to come back at some point. I'm going to invest in vests.
You know, you probably can invest in vests, but it might not be just vests. It's
all right,
probably
look,
a company that
I'm gonna open up a web browser and I'm gonna see if vests.com exists.
Okay.
Vests.com. I'm looking. Yes, it's available. You can buy vests.com for only $5,850 per month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
$5,850 per month. Just think of that. If you were thinking of buying 2 Apple virtual reality headsets, whatever they're called, nobody knows what they're called.
That you just did.
Yeah.
We just called them Apple Vision Pro.
You will save money by not buying those virtual reality headsets. If you were going to buy 2 a month, you'll save money because that's $7,000. But it only costs you $5,850 or whatever to get vests.com.
Oh, you were going to buy 2 a month? You were going to buy 2 of those?
If you were going to buy 2 a month, all I'm saying is you're going to save money by investing in vests.com. And then you could just use that website to just write articles about how you saved money by not buying 2 virtual reality headsets by Apple. I think that's what they're calling it. They're calling it the virtual reality headset.
You can't afford not to do this, guys. Yeah. You can't afford not to.
You're going to save like $1,200 a month.
Vests.com, it looks like you will pay a company called Venture for the rights to this site. I clicked further into their website, and they have a list of other things you could do. Maplesyrup.com for $2,400.
Whoa.
You got Suits.com for $11,000.
Whoa.
These people have just bought up a bunch of sites and overcharge all of them, but some people will buy some of them and they'll make money.
They're just sitting on them. They're sitting on them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Business. Should we have gotten into business, Greg?
This is a business. Didn't you say we've already made 97 cents off YouTube?
Yeah.
And we're going to split that. So what's that, like 300, 400 each? How much is that?
Yeah. Based on this line of questioning, Yeah, we should not be in business. No, we should not. No.
Hey, listen, don't blame me. I'm a doctor. It says right there.
Or a driver.
I'm a driver, Benson.
Yeah. Or a druid? A druid?
Here's another thing my son wrote for me. Yeah. He says, this is my VIP, and this is me. Apparently, I'm bleeding from the neck.
Oh, wow.
I didn't shave, and I'm bleeding from the neck.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It could be a tie. I think it could be a tie.
I don't wear ties. But he got my arms right. See my arms? You know how I have those short, stubby arms that stick straight out of the sides of my body?
You have one arm that's like really wide, and then you have one arm that's like...
That's why they call me Fat Arm Benson. Some people call me Dr. Fat Arm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never heard this.
Well, my patients do. When my patients come in and they tell me they come in, they tell me their WebMD symptoms, and I'm like, what's WebMD say to do? And they say, prescribe a antibiotic. And I'm like, all right.
Who is it? This hasn't happened, Greg. This isn't really
Maybe
happening.
It has. Do you know when we went to the first VidCon, I actually offered I made a public announcement. I said, look, I'm going to be at VidCon, and I'm going to bring electric hair clippers with me, and if anybody wants a haircut, I will cut your hair for free. I offered to shave people's head or cut it using electric clippers.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, nobody took me up on it.
Nobody did?
One guy said that he was going to. He said that he wanted a reverse mohawk.
Yeah.
And I was going to do it, but then someone else told me, hey, did you know that you have to have like a license to cut hair? And if you cut hair without a license, it's illegal. And I didn't research that. I just took that at face value. I still would have done it, but then the guy changed his mind. He chickened out. He's like, no. I told my mom I wanted to do it. He said, my mommy told me not to do it.
He said, my mommy?
He said, He said, my mommy told me, and then he just went,
you're paraphrasing.
Wah.
I think you're
wah.
That didn't happen. He didn't go wah.
How do you know he wasn't a baby? How do you know that a baby didn't go to VidCon on his own, hoping to get a haircut?
I know that. I
favorite
know a baby
YouTuber,
didn't go to VidCon
Greg Benson. Why? Why? Just because their feet don't reach the pedals?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you're saying they drove?
Yeah. How else are they going to get there? What are they? You think a baby's going to get on the bus? It's ridiculous.
Why is that more ridiculous?
Not going to let a baby on the bus.
That's less ridiculous.
There are rules against letting a baby just crawl on the bus.
That's true, but there are also rules against letting a baby drive, and also physical reality would not allow it. So, at least physically, a baby could get on the bus.
I guess. Yeah. I feel like a baby's going to have trouble with that first step. You know, the step that's from the curb to the bus. That first step.
The baby is going to, depending on how young the baby is, the baby's going to have trouble with all steps.
Oh, wait a minute. Buses have a thing for disabled people where it flattens out the steps and it extends them so they can roll onto it. You could do the same thing for a baby. You flatten it out and then lift the baby up on a lift, if you will.
So that one element is what's pushing you over the edge now, and you think a baby took a bus.
Now the baby prop. Yeah. You know what? I feel like that baby that I met at VidCon probably just took the bus there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Because technically now you remembered that one thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Good. All right. Now we know. Now we know the answer.
I feel like you get lost a little bit in your thoughts there, Greg. I feel like
I do. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong with that. Did we go over all the points? We did all 10, right?
Delightful. We did 3, but there's 7 more.
Okay, let's do them all. Let's do them all at the same time. All 7 at the same time.
Real quick. Number 4, health and wellness.
Yeah, I'm pretty healthy and well. How about you?
I'm more healthy than a lot of my life.
Great.
Right now, yeah. Okay, history and culture. What do you got?
Yeah, I got some history. I got some culture. Absolutely. You?
Yes. Entrepreneurship and business.
Sure. We just talked about that already. We're in business right now. We're making money off of this podcast. Hand over fist. Here's my fist. Here's my hand.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And?
That's how we're making money. Hand over fist.
Oh, okay. Investinvests.com. Science and space exploration. We didn't talk about that so much.
No.
Okay.
Next.
Pop culture and entertainment.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how about that Elian Gonzalez, huh?
That was not pop. I guess he did venture over into pop culture, but that's really more of an immigration issue.
I don't know. Look, he's grown up now. He's probably a musician, probably real famous pop musician back in Cuba or wherever he's from.
It's very, very odd reference.
Was it Cuba? Where was he from? Belize?
Pop culture and entertainment.
Where was he from?
Where was he from?
Let me ask you, what's your favorite Elian Gonzalez
song?
Wasn't he? Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico's, that's part of the U.S.
Puerto Rico.
Haiti?
Maybe he's from Haiti. What's your favorite Haitian Elian Gonzalez song?
I once was a boy named Elian Gonzalez.
Great song.
Yeah.
Great song. It's sort of like a sea shanty, if I recall.
Yeah, and it's weird how someone was a boy named Elian Gonzalez. They changed their name. They grew up, and they are no longer Elian Gonzalez.
I feel like we all should listen to more sea shanties.
Cool.
Was that point number 8? Sea shanties?
No. Yes. Okay. 8 was sea shanties. 9 is travel and adventure.
I love to travel because you know what I like about travel? The adventure aspect. Yeah. The adventure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do enjoy that.
You know, there's an adventure game that came out, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Hey, you've mentioned that before. Have you finished the game?
No, still working on it.
Yeah? How long does it take to finish it?
Well, you could finish it relatively quickly, but I have to wait for Ada to be watching to do the main story. So.
Oh, because it's like a story that she enjoys, like a cartoon?
Kind of, yeah. Kind of.
I remember... wait a minute.
Okay.
I remember when I was in high school, there was a video game that people would play that really was just a series of cartoons. I believe it was called Dragon's Lair. Do you remember Dragon's Lair?
I do.
Apparently, it was difficult.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't really play it much. Though.
I just used to watch people play it.
Did you not play video games at all?
I would hang out at arcades, and I'd play Spy Hunter and Omega Race.
Okay.
I like those games.
Yeah, I've played Spy Hunter.
Yeah, and you're a spy. You get to go into a truck, and then when you come out, then you got extra guns or oil slick or whatever.
It's really more a car-based game.
Yeah.
The name Spy Hunter kind of makes me think you're going to be like sneaking around a building and fighting guys with your fists,
or just hunting spies,
or hunting spies. But no, you're just in a car.
Yeah. Well, that way you don't need a hunting license.
That's true. Yeah, that's why. That's why they did it that way.
They're
so
like,
number 10.
Okay.
Social issues and activism.
Okay, yeah. I want you to cover this one. This is going to be great.
Okay. Save the whales. Save the whales?
Okay. What do you have against seals?
Just because you save whales does not mean
you just want all the seals
to
die.
Hurt seals. I didn't say save whales, hurt seals. I didn't say that.
Well, yeah, but it's implied. If you're focusing all your efforts on whales, and you're just gonna let all the seals die. What's wrong with the seals? Why do you hate the seals so much?
If I'm focused, by this logic, if I'm focusing only on whales, then everything else I'm not doing anything else bad that's happening. I'm not dealing with anything else bad that's happening in the world.
Good job, Craig. Good job.
So,
way to focus.
So if I want to do something good in the world, I have to work on all of the bad things at the same time.
Listen, I feel like you and I are ignoring the elephant in the room, as they say. And that is...
Save the elephants?
No, now you're being silly. Okay. I'm trying to have a serious conversation with you.
Okay,
right, that the singer seal... You remember the singer seal? Turns out...
I'm never gonna survive.
Yeah, never gonna give you up. Yeah, absolutely.
We are little... No, it wasn't
crazy.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm crazy about your love and yeah. Do you remember?
Song. Yeah.
So you remember him?
Yeah.
Turns out, not a seal at all. He's a person.
Yeah, that's not.
It's outrageous. I know it's outrageous.
No one thought he was. No one thought he was a seal.
False advertising.
No,
I'm surprised that there has not yet been a class action suit against seal for not being a seal.
Prince is not actually a prince.
Oh man, we need another class action suit. There's 2 class action suits.
Yeah, you know that Elton John is not actually a John.
Oh my gosh! Did you know that Cher has never shared anything with me?
With you? Yeah. Have you ever met her?
Except a nice case of syphilis. Thanks a lot, Cher.
Oh, so she did.
Well, Cher gave me syphilis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
thanks everybody for listening to Two Guys Talking About Lettuce. My name is Gregory Charles Benson III.
And my name is Craig Gary Carl Ralph Steve Benzine.
Man, that's a lot of names. You got extra names. We'll catch you guys next week. We appreciate all of you, even the ones who don't pay us $3 a month. There, I said it. I appreciate them too.
You do. Now they have no incentive to pay us, Greg.
Oh, shoot. Then I don't is it too late?
Yeah.
Did we stop already? It's done.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
done.
It's not.
No, I think it's done.